What's up agents, Epic Slayers here, welcome back to a brand new Division video. Now if you could change one thing about the Division going into the Division 2, what would it be? Now I want you to leave your comment down below and I may do a follow-up video going over your guys' comments. But in this video I just wanted to go over the one thing that I would love to see change in the Division 2. Obviously if everything from the Division 1 was in the Division 2 of course. And hopefully you guys will appreciate this because I'm sure this particular thing has kind of two sides to the argument. So let's get to it. Alright agents, so I want to start off by apologising for the lack of Division uploads recently. If you haven't been following me or that you're new to my channel or you've been watching me for a while but you haven't seen my videos recently, then I've been uploading Far Cry 5 because the game is absolutely awesome. It's got to be up there as one of my favourite games of all time already. It's only been out like a week. It's just really good and I'd highly recommend going to pick that up. This is this is not a sponsored video. I'm just simply telling you guys that you are missing out if you're not playing this game. Now getting into the Division and what this video is about, the reason I decided to go over just one thing that I'd like to change is because there is a lot of things that I'd love to change from the Division into the Division 2, and I've done a list previously. I think it was 25 things. There could be a lot more than that. And there's a lot of videos out there that's 60 minutes long, 3 episodes, 20 minutes per episode, going over all the changes. But today I just want to highlight one thing that I'd love to see change in the Division for the Division 2. And that thing is the Dark Zone and obviously the Rogue system. Now, I'm pretty sure the Dark Zone and Rogue system will be in the Division 2. It wouldn't make sense not to include it. The Dark Zone is an awesome place. Or, sorry, the Dark Zone was an awesome place. Now, I'm a day one player, as I'm sure most of you guys who follow me are. And if you're not, it doesn't really matter. Now, there are two types of people for this. There will be the one side that's been there since day one and really doesn't like the Dark Zone the way it is currently. And there'll be the people that are pretty new, maybe possibly new, I don't know, who like the way the Dark Zone is currently and the Rogue system surrounding the Dark Zone. Now, I'm on the side of the way it is currently is not the way the Dark Zone was sold to me. When the game first came out, the Dark Zone was the place where you went to get the best gear. I remember when the Midas was like the most powerful high-end. I remember where you used to go into the Dark Zone and it used to be an experience. Now it's not an experience whatsoever. You go into the Dark Zone, someone will flag that they're going to go rogue on you, giving you time to do whatever you're going to do, run away if you want to. And there's really no... A, there's no reward for being in the Dark Zone, not really. And B, it's just lost that sort of intensity that it used to have. So I used to play in the Dark Zone a lot. If you've been following me since day one, you'll notice I used to upload a lot of Dark Zone videos, playing in groups, playing solo, it didn't matter. But now, I haven't uploaded a Dark Zone video, apart from this one where we've got some Dark Zone gameplay. And that was just me going in there for the sake of this video. I haven't played Dark Zone for ages. And yeah, there will be a lot of other factors that make me not want to go in the Dark Zone. For example, the gear sets currently, the top 3 gear sets. There was actually a poll on Twitter recently. I can't remember the name of the Twitter handler who put out like what's the gear that you like to use, and 96% of people said Nomad, Striker, or Predator. And I'm kind of going off topic here, but the point is there's a lot of factors that make me not want to play the Dark Zone. But the main thing that makes me not want to play the Dark Zone anymore is because the Rogue system is in my opinion, is shocking at this present time. The Dark Zone was sold to me like this. When we saw it in E3, you could go in the Dark Zone, you could fight NPCs, and you could get gear, and you could extract that gear, but there was always that intensity, or there was always that thing in the back of your head that said, if I turn my back to this street, for example, and I try and fight this NPC, I may get jumped. Now that was a really good feeling. I mean, I always got jumped by 4-man groups. It doesn't bother me. That's the whole point of the Dark Zone, and it's just lost that so much. The game doesn't offer that intensity anymore. The only game mode that offers any type of experience or intensity is survival, and survival. The reason people don't play survival is because it doesn't offer good enough rewards. Although I agree that it's not really about that. It's more about the experience rather than the rewards. And I get that because survival is an experience, an amazing experience at that. It could have been the Division's Battle Royale before everyone's Battle Royale, pretty much. Opportunity missed, let's just say that. So, yeah, going back to the Dark Zone and the Rogue system, I didn't agree with the change to the Rogue system where you had to flag if you were going to go rogue. I just thought that was ridiculous. The whole point of the Dark Zone is you go in there and it's a high risk, high reward atmosphere. At the moment, it's pretty much no risk, and you don't really get much reward for it. Yeah, you can get classified gear in there actually you can get it pretty quickly compared to other places. You can get it quicker than the LZ missions, wherever. So there is actually a fairly good reward from it. And of course, if you're killing rogues or you're going manhunt and stuff, you get the manhunt caches and whatever. Although I'd say most of the time, you know, if you're getting the manhunt caches or whatever it might be, then most of the time the gear is useless anyway. But the whole rogue system is just doesn't make any sense to me anymore. Flagging that you're gonna kill someone doesn't make any sense for an environment that's meant to be the scariest environment in the game. The last, you know, this is the end. Basically, this is what it was. It was the end game. The Dark Zone is the end game. When you feel as though you are powerful enough, you go into the Dark Zone and you may have an opportunity to get powerful gear. If you get powerful gear, then you've got to extract it, and there is that risk that you will lose that powerful gear. That's what I felt when the game first came out, and that is what the Dark Zone was originally. And again, there are other things that go into that. For example, gear just drops in general just too much at the moment. I remember when, if you used to get a high end, you would normally get it from the Dark Zone. You'd have to extract it, and you'd have to be so quiet that everyone else didn't know you had it. Because if you did, they would kill you instantly, because no one had that sort of gear. And the game's kind of gone the other way at the moment. You know, the drop rates have been massively increased and what blah blah blah. We've had that conversation. But my point is, the Dark Zone is not the way the Dark Zone used to be. It's not the way the Dark Zone was sold to everyone. And I'm on the side of the Dark Zone needs to go back to the way it was. And it doesn't need to be where it is now. At the moment, I feel like I'm kind of being treated as a child in the Dark Zone. You know, whereas before I felt more like an adult. Just the experience in general was just so much better than what it currently is, because you'd go in there and you'd be scared. You know, you'd be scared because you were worried that if you picked up this piece of gear, you'd lose it. You don't really get that anymore, and that's the reason why I don't go in the Dark Zone anymore, guys. So if you're asking for Dark Zone videos, I'm not going to give them to you until they fix the Dark Zone and they fix the rogue system, which they're not going to do now. So it will be the Division 2 when the Dark Zone comes out in the Division 2. I'm hoping that they make the changes that need to be there. I haven't got an exact plan on how the rogue system should work. If you guys want to see me do a video about how I think the rogue system should work and how the Dark Zone should be in the Division 2, let me know in the comments below. That would really help me out, along with obviously what the one change you would like to see from the Division into the Division 2. That would really be cool. And with that said, that's all I've got to say. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. Again, I apologise that I've not uploaded the Division. In all honesty, I've been a little bit burnt out on the Division. There's not a whole lot going on at the moment. I'm kind of just waiting for E3 and the Division 2 news. So stay tuned for that, because I am taking time off work. I'm not going there, unfortunately. I didn't become a Ubisoft star player. I'm a little bit salty, but I will be taking the time off to try and cover E3 as best as I can. So there you go. Thanks for your time, and until the next one, Epic out.